That'll wake them up. I can get out of this.
Can people get up there?
I'm not here.
This is what you intend. To bring these ancient things back to life.
Their power serves us.
Machine demons from beneath the ground. It's a nightmare.
Nightmares, yes. The worst dreams of our enemies come true. Yes. Rise!
So much for catching him alone.
These things will destroy us all!
They will only destroy our enemies and bring us back the lands that were taken.
My focus. Stop working.
Search the area. We may have intruders.
Forgive this intrusion, Aloy. You left me no choice.
Who is this?
An interested party. Now, their focuses are disabled, but I don't know for how long. The rest is up to you.
Who is this?
Kill her! No, you had your chance.
Got too much already.
I promise. I'll tell you everything.
I know you will. The killers who came for me at the Proving, who are they?
The Eclipse. Some kind of holy warriors. A cult of the Shadow Karja.
Shadow Karja?
Except they're not like any Karja I've known. They don't pray to the sun. They worship some kind of devil.
I'm not interested in their superstitions.
Oh, it's not a superstition. Their devil is real. It has a name, a voice, the most terrible voice, and they do its bidding.
You say this devil the Eclipse worship has a name?
Hades. That's what they call it.
Hades. And you've heard it speak?
Steel to my soul, I heard. Just once, when it saw you. Such a voice. A cold, awful jangle. It scrapes your bones. It hollows your guts. A metal sound, but like nothing dug from the earth or smelted in a forge.
And what did it say?
System threat detected. Just 3 words. But in the voice of a devil.
What are these Eclipse cultists after besides me?
They never said. But given the Karja civil war, they must want to overthrow Sun King of 𝗚𝗺𝗃 and take Meridian back.
What do I have to do with that?
I don't know.
When they attacked the Proving, a man came for me. Tall, strong, dead eyes.
Healers.
And who is he?
The terror of the sun. Stacker of corpses, we 𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗀 called him, when he was the Mad Sun King's champion. If only he'd died with his king. But now he leads the Eclipse. I tell you, he's the most dangerous man alive.
How did the Eclipse recruit you? I know they took your family hostage, but why you?
I was a scrounger, a rummager in dark places, good at what I do. I suppose they knew I would serve them well as a scout. I had taken a delve near Maker's End. When I surfaced, they were waiting. I laughed when I saw the priest. But then he showed me Helis's encouragement. I didn't laugh after that. They gave me a focus to watch my every move. I followed orders.
You had access to Meridian. Why didn't they get to 𝗚𝗺𝗃 through you?
Too much dirt under my nails for an audience with the one true Sun King. But whatever 𝗚𝗺r or Aaron told me, the Eclipse heard every word through my focus. That's why I couldn't warn you. If I'd tried, they would have killed my family.
Why are the Eclipse digging up ancient machines? And how do they get them to work?
I thought they wanted them for scrap, but they brought them back to life. Plugged some kind of device into the corpses so that Hades could whisper to them and call them from their grave.
I've fought that kind of machine before. Are there others?
Yes, the ones you fought today they called corruptors, but there are others, much bigger, bristling with ancient weapons. Those they call Deathbringers. I've only seen them buried in the ground, but after today, anything is possible.
Sounds to me like they're raising an army.
If so, the world will fall. And I helped dig the pit.
The Eclipse were sent to kill me because I look like another woman. Older, maybe twice my age, short hair. Who is she?
I don't know. My focus found her image once, in the ruins at Maker's End. Maybe you can find her there.
You found her image in the ruins? How?
There was a door. Beside it, a kind of ancient device that contained the woman's image. My focus recorded the location. You do look like her. Is she your mother?
I'm the one asking questions. I've heard enough. It's time to finish this.
I won't beg for my life. But if there's any mercy in you, free my family. Please.
Where would I find them?
My focus recorded the location. There are always guards there. You look like you can handle yourself.
It will take many good deeds to make up for the crimes you've committed.
You're sparing me? After all I've done?
Yes. Forge a new life, 𝗚𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗚. One of better make.
Then the rest of my life will be lived in your debt.
Go to the place where your family is being held and wait for me. We'll make their lives the first ones you save.
I didn't earn this mercy, but I will die to make myself worthy of it. I will be waiting for you.
Forget about traveling light. Yeah, this is useful. It's Erend, and he's in trouble.
Come on over here and have a word. Come on, what are you waiting for?
What are you doing out here all alone? Where are your men?
I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag you into it.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me. You know, take down some machines, track some killers.
Right. I'd hate to see a busy morning for you. Ready to get started?
Are you sure you're all right?
Well, I'm sober, so no.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking straight at least.
Don't get used to it.
Tell me exactly what happened to 𝗚𝗚𝗏. Start from the beginning.
No one knows for sure. She left in the middle of the night with a few of her best men.
Her best men? But she didn't bring you?
No. I'd been drinking a lot. You know, maybe she thought that... damn, I don't know. I couldn't hack it. Search parties found their bodies the next day and the corpses of some 𝗚𝗏𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃 cowards. It was an ambush. The 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 are animals. They beat her so bad we can't even show her face before burial.
I'm so sorry, Aaron.
Yeah, well, when I find the soldiers who did this, they'll be sorry too.
You don't have any idea why she left in the middle of the night?
No. But it must have been urgent. A message, a report of some new 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 threat, I don't know.
Why would the 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 do this?
Because they hate us. And 𝗚𝗚𝗏 most of all. She teamed up with 𝗚𝗏𝗏 to kick their asses out of Meridian. They've been licking their wounds for 2 years, but they finally found a way to get back at her.
All right. Show me where 𝗚𝗚𝗏 fell, and I'll do what I can to help.
Come on, follow me.
Why would 𝗚𝗏𝗃 come all the way out here?
I don't... don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Is this 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 territory?
No. They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cleft. Almost there. All right, this is it, where the ambush happened. Our soldiers have been over it, but maybe that
𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃
fancy artifact of yours can find a clue or something.
It's
Please.
perfectly sharp. Never seen
I need to
action.
find the bastards that did this.
There must be 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 armor. Strange. Not a scratch on it. These look like drag marks. Did someone move a body through here?
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 do that?
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
I get why they wanted 𝗚𝗚𝗀 dead. But why fake an ambush?
There's more to this. And we're gonna figure it out.
These guys aren't 𝗚𝗚𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗃. They're from my tribe, the 𝗚𝗚𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃.
Is this how your people usually greet each other?
On me!
𝗚𝗚𝗃𝗀𝗃, don't back down! Uh-oh. What's that?
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Don't clump up! Spread out! 𝗚𝗚𝗃𝗀𝗃, not 𝗚𝗚𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃. Looks like I was wrong about everything, as usual. Please, use that second sight of yours. I have to know what really happened.
I'm on it. Looks like you could mount some equipment on that thing. There, by the tripod. A used power cell. So much blood. A lot of people died here. A massacre. These look like Vanguard weapons. There's no blood on them. 𝗚𝗚𝗃𝗀𝗃's men didn't fight back. Those rocks, they're shattered. Something hit these stones. Something I've never seen before. What are those leather straps? Armor straps, cut with a knife, and a rock with blood on it.
This is 𝗚𝗚𝗃𝗀𝗃's helmet. I thought she died in the field below, but it must have been here. All this trickery. For what? Feels like it's just to torture me.
I have a theory, but it takes a little imagination.
So far, your theories are better than other people's facts.
All right. I think the 𝗚𝗚𝗃𝗀𝗃 ambushed 𝗚𝗚𝗃 and her men with a new weapon. They mounted it on that tripod up there. It fires waves of force, maybe sound. Looks like it cracked the stone there. I think it paralyzes people instead of killing them. It dropped the Vanguard right there. No blood on their weapons. No fight.
Then why paralyze them if you're only gonna move them and gut them?
They were trying to hide something. Look here, a bloody rock.
That they used to smash Ursa's face in.
Or someone else's. These leather straps have been cut, as if they took the armor off someone.
That can't be. Her body is lying in state in Meridian. I saw it.
You said she was unrecognizable. Maybe they switched another body into her armor, someone around the same size, and mutilated it enough so it could have been anyone, even Ursa. Go back to Meridian. Take another look at that body. If it's really Ursa, of course I'm wrong. But if I'm right...
Then my sister could be alive. I'm going. Meet me back there when you can.
Miserable chuff.
Help me, maggots!
That's an alarm. We'd maybe use to bring in more.
Signal.
Man down at the signal.
Too high.
There. The bandit's captives. Definitely.
Died in the Sun Ring because of Jerome.
Remember how the blood pounded in your ears? They'll ring later, in the calm. It's a call to arms, from your inner desires.
Or a cry for help.
I wouldn't fight it.
I can tell. So you used to be a soldier. You fought for the 𝗚𝗺𝗀𝗃?
For them, against them. An empire always finds its wars. You can't be picky.
The new king of Odd saw things differently, called an investigation into war crimes. Aren't all wars a crime to someone? Still, I raised my hand and volunteered.
You volunteered to investigate?
No, I volunteered my confession. No sense wasting time with an investigation. I was sent to Sunstone Rock for 2 years. The trade was fair.
What were these things you did, Nil?
Acceptable things, under the circumstances.
Acceptable to who?
I don't make decisions. Let's just say the rules of engagement suited me. But rules are important. A structure. Cage. Otherwise, you know of those places, lonely places where people once were? Now just a hole cut in the world. Chances are, I was there before.
They sent you to a rock for 2 years? Is this some kind of Carja ritual?
No, Sunstone Rock is a prison, south of Meridian, south of the Rain Gathers. Our new Sun King is a believer in rehabilitation, as am I. In the heat of a stone cell, in the dark, I learned to focus on what was truly important to me.
Have you found a new partner yet?
I thought we were partners.
I have my own roads to follow, Nil.
And they seem to lead back to bandits. That works for me. I'm not suggesting a Carja wedding. I'm never lonely where there's killing to be done.
Time to move on.
A brief encounter for us, but the end for them. They were squalid lives anyway.
Around, stirring up tensions.
There's the tall neck that my focus picked up. I just need to get on the tall neck's head. I think I can reach it. I have to climb up to the tall neck's head. Okay, time to climb up to its head. nutritious.
Move along. You have no need to loiter around here.
Make your move!
Don't let your guard down.
Every time I go near the statue, he
This must be
shouts
the
at
Shrine
me.
of Kings that your mom told me about.
Built that thing. We deserve to have a...
There's blood on the throne because of Gerard. But Avad is trying to... I love this bit.
Had to take over my brother's shift today. Sure as the sun's rising, he's off courting that noble girl. Always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
Awake and alert.
Long night last night. Baby kept crying. There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live by. Watch out for the Ocelot.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as 𝗚𝗺𝗶𝗴𝗚𝗀𝗀𝗃. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you.
First
The machine
Oseram
tamer
special
with a
treatment,
curious eye
and
for
now
detail.
Outlanders from the Savage
It's all
Plains.
very
Could the Sun
intriguing.
King haven't
I'm
heard?
not here to intrigue you.
Passed
Too
by
late.
some Outlander woman? Unacceptable. I've been here for 2 hours, and this Nora goes to the front of the line.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the 𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗓. A warlord named 𝗚𝗺𝗁.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other 𝗚𝗺𝗁 had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the 𝗚𝗺𝗁. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Murad, let me discuss it with her privately. I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her 𝗚𝗺𝗁 vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Who is 𝗚𝗺𝗁 exactly?
To understand 𝗚𝗺𝗁, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the 𝗚𝗺𝗁. 𝗚𝗺𝗁 fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured 𝗚𝗺𝗁's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
So why would 𝗚𝗺𝗁 go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. Then she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. 𝗚𝗺𝗁 has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other 𝗚𝗺𝗁 who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
Your politics seem very complicated. The 𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗻 are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of 𝗚RSA and her 𝗚SRAM freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the ealdormen of the 𝗚SRAM clans in the claim have become jealous of their success. So have many 𝗺𝗔 nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the 𝗚SRAM for years. 𝗚RSA helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like 𝗚RVAL, will never let go of their venom.
What can you tell me about the Shadow 𝗺𝗔? What do they have to do with 𝗚RSA?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since 𝗚RSA helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. 𝗚RVAL knew this, of course, and planned it well.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find 𝗚RSA.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
Poor feet.
Don't mind the work. Better than worrying about my next meal.
You won't get in there. That dried-up old prune in a robe sees to that.
I can be persuasive. But what does an 𝗚SRAM want with a 𝗺𝗔 shrine, anyway?
It reminds me of someone. Gone 2 years now. But what does a girl like you know of loss?
Try me.
I had a lover. Worked on monuments to their bastard king. Then he gave them a show in their sun ring for good measure. The 𝗺𝗔 gave me back his broken bones, but what use are they? They won't build again. They won't make me smile.
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will?
I need to see his work again. The marks his hands carved. The set of the metals they hammered. That's the soul of him. But that shriveled up old priest won't let me near it.
I'll see what I can do.
Every time I go near the statue, he shouts at me.
Oseram slaves built that thing. We deserve to have a look.
It may have been meant for the Mad Sun King.
Turn away, child. The abiding Jahaman wishes to be alone in his retreat.
If you want to be alone, go someplace else. Others want to pray here.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Truly, our tribe has lost the light. Our king is false, our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers weak. The sun hastens across the sky for shame.
So the 𝗚𝗺𝗀𝗃 have become impure? What does that even mean?
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before outlander squatters took it over.
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child. It is not our place to question its divine will, only to act upon it.
I thought 𝗚𝗺𝗺 taking the throne was the sun's will.
The boy dishonored his father, dishonored us all. To kill his sun king. What shadow, what twilight time he brought upon us.
And how many more would the mad Sun King have killed if 𝗚𝗺𝗺 hadn't stopped him?
The sun called for blood. There was no choice but to obey.
You called the temple corrupt, but aren't you one of its priests?
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority. Youths and sycophants all. Yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
So that's what this is. A tantrum? A cry for attention?
You know nothing of our rights, and yet you dare to insult me.
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with everyone?
A 𝗚𝗺𝗃 throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous! The so-called liberation was nothing but a purge. Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall and the Forbidden West. Our tribe is torn. The ones who walked in light now go by shadow.
And yet everyone but you seems happy they're gone. I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
If you won't accept change, you should try to make peace with it. Your bitterness has poisoned you.
I have no need of your pity.
I wasn't offering it. But if you step aside, you can keep your pride, since it's so important to you.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
I'd like an opportunity to share a drink with Aaron. There's a man who knows how to enjoy life.
He gave them the best work he'd ever do. And look at it now.
They defaced it because they hated what it stood for.
They defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died for. Slaves they've already forgotten. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. If they thought their son set off this bridge, they'd jump after it. I thank you for honoring my wish.
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't know what to do with it, any more than the 𝗚𝗺𝗃 do.
Look, I've got a pair of sturdy 𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗻 hands, and I know how to put them to use. They'll always be work for me.
Tell you what I like. The sound of a hammer on steel.
One thing I'll say about a fancy 𝗚𝗺𝗃 rose.
Dense and tangled. This must be the sun's climb, where the 𝗚𝗺𝗶 wants to paint his mark. Oh boy.
It's good to be free of the city. You are a better hunter than I. I'll paint the mark while the spirits of the 𝗚𝗺𝗀𝗃 linger.
There'll be more where they came from.
Yes, there will always be more machines. Their spirits find new bodies, but we only last as long as memory. That's why I must leave this story. A monument to our vanished shamans, to the wisdom the 𝗚𝗺𝗃 bled from us. The machine oil in the paint will preserve it, preserve their memory against all that was cut away. You have my thanks, Hunter.
We're apart. This is where the 𝗚𝗺𝗺 wanted to say her goodbyes. Machine's quick.
Here we are again, where we never left. When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking my friend was behind me. I kept running, but here she remains. Thank you for making it safe for me to return.
I don't want to rush you, but it won't stay safe for long.
I understand. I've done this before in waking dreams. In the pool, I'll find the bracelet of seeds she dropped when she fell. The seeds will be split, escaped, grown wild. She's passing from my memory into the jungles. I'll tell her it was I who died here and became a stranger in our own land, and she who still lives in every time of planting, of rains, harvests, and... Oh.
What is it?
There. Her bracelet. And I thought she was behind me. But there's only my reflection.
Do you need to be alone?
For the first time, I am.
Stay busy, friend.
I've got a...
Wink is asleep.
Sun King 𝗚𝗺𝗶𝗴𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 freed the people.
Well,
So you've come back to the temple.
I was invited back. The priests wanted to hear what I had to say about reconciliation with the other tribes. They're listening. At least they've begun to listen. There's a distance between ears and deeds.
Because of what we did?
What you did.
It was for the mourners. I think it helped them.
You set them on the path. You can't know what their journeys hold. Such is the priest's lot. Perhaps a red robe would suit you.
Not me. Besides, your temple doesn't even take women.
We would be richer if we did. Go in light, my friend, and let the sun cast your way.
Thank you, 𝗚𝗏𝗻. Where I'm going, I could probably use all the light I can get.
I'd like an opportunity. Here's a man who knows how to enjoy life.
Poor feet.
Don't pass up these goods.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see. Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching a sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up. Fair price.
These aren't goods, they're necessities. Don't pass up these goods.
Stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Any news about my stolen sword?
Not yet. I'll see what I can do.
Take a look at these wares.
The thief broke the lattice on the way out. Drops of blood bleeding away.
Don't pass up these goods.
More blood. I'm still on the trail.
Meridian.
Still more blood. The thief got cut. The trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief. Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Smoke and sweat. That's how you know you've done a good day's work.
We don't want any trouble now.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
Sun King of Honor.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword.
Must have jumped in.
But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
I'm tired of being tired.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
If we teach the Karja nothing else, steal the master.
Move along. You have no need to loiter around here.
Every season things grow worse.
The machines grow bolder. Whatever the Sun King wants to do.
My family might still be alive. And you're going to stand here and do nothing?
Tell me what happened to your family. Maybe I can help.
By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. I barely escaped alive. Machines. Vicious machines attacked my family's estate. Father sent me to get help.
What kind of machines? Where did they come from?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down those guards, and a pack of watchers came with it. The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but Father never saw this coming.
Tell me more about the estate.
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate. Fine tapestries, custom woodwork, silver fixtures.
But what about the people there?
Of course. Their lives are all that matter. My father and sister, plus a dozen guards and servants. I hope they survived.
I'll see what I can do about the estate.
You will? Oh, thank you. Oh, please, be careful. Those machines are deadly.
Sun willing, Avad will bring us out of this twilight time as father rots.
This is Karja territory, Outlander.
Metalbot here, good prices, fair prices. Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court, not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap maw lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap maw lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So which,
No market for a snap maw lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long leg lenses at a time like this.
Hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Karja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court, like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long leg lens.
A snap maw lens.
Fine. I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap maw lens. What do you say?
I drove her off? That's rich. Listen, Huntress, long leg lens.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
Ambushed by
Scroungers? What kind of brutes are you trying to attract?
We were agreed. I do the calling, you do the counting.
I wouldn't say agree.
I don't complain about your counting, other than it takes too long.
I wouldn't have to check it twice if you'd stop droning in my ear.
long time. I'm tired of being tired, that's for sure.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
𝗚𝗺 didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
Oh. I'm sorry.
So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner 𝗚𝗺 disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to 𝗚𝗺.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. 𝗚𝗺 was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
This must be where 𝗚𝗺 was supposed to check in. It looks like there was a scuffle here. But if someone dragged 𝗚𝗺 off, there should be tracks. Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went. Save these for the trail. Over for you. Good find. The Shadow Karja outpost. Let's hope Nassan is inside.
Incoming!
You've provoked the sun's rage.
Got me! Hardly a hit! Let this bring me victory! What else you got?
Break the enemy!
Can't take it! Coming back! Got me good!
Let this dark...
Don't worry, I'll find you. I nearly hurt. Let this impale the enemy! Disappeared! I'll survive! Hardly a hit! Oh!
We've got Nassan, all right. He needs help.
Let's...
I see something! What else you got? To be in? Can't take another. Got me good. Gather your strength and fight. I'll survive.
Kinjeev sent me. Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me. Guess I owe him a slap on the back. Come on, this way.
Stocking up. Kinjeev told me about the cause. Did you lose the shipment?
No. It's hidden nearby. There's a lot of hungry people in Sunfall that will be happy to see it.
Good. Now, listen. When you head back to Meridian, talk to a noble named 𝗚𝗺𝗏. If you're honest with him, I think he'll help.
Beg a high blood for help? Ugh. But after everything you've done, I can't refuse. But for now, I'm bound for Sunfall. Be safe.
𝗚𝗺𝗏's peace has brought prosperity back to the Sundom.
The greatest of all cities, and within live the greatest of all people.
A man named Nassan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sunfall will benefit from it. All this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow, and you'll find the flame.
I'll tuck that away. Scrabbling a bit. I can get out of this. It's not marked. Wonder what killed it. Froth around the mouth. Something it ate? Something caught in its throat. Let's see here. That would be Tame's ring. There's gotta be a way to override even these things. God, I found this. Should have brought a cart.
Good hunting, I hope.
I've brought you the boar skins and your lucky ring, Tame.
All Mother be praised. And you, of course. Where did you find it?
Halfway down a boar's gullet. Not so lucky for the boar.
I think I'll wear it around my neck from now on.
Uh-oh, spotted. Now they're hunting me. Tasty.
Good to see you.
There was a time when the machines were as predictable as
Women rising in the ranks at the hub.
these aren't dead, they're necessities. You'll regret me.
Only the finest goods here. See. For yourself. Would you like to buy something today?
You'll regret not stopping.
Hello. Just stay out of their way for now.
Devil's Grief. Foreboding sight, huh?
Don't you ever wonder what it used to look like? Back when the old ones lived here.
You're not like other Nora.
That's what they tell me.
War Chief, our scouts found enemy camps in the ruins, guarding the approach to the Ring of Metal.
Then we should hit those camps first. Make sure they stay quiet.
Agreed. Wipe out the camps, and our enemies in the Ring of Metal won't see us coming.
I'll take out the alarms.
We'll send Braves to each camp to lie in wait. Which you start, they'll help finish.
Brave!
Scrabbling a bit.
Whose body is that? Man up! Oh.
not sure what that was.
All Mother be praised.
For the Nora!
Nutritious.
Look out! Take cover!
Out of the way!
Don't let it end like this! Fight!
Can't afford any more losses. Fight!
One less thing to think about. We might have trouble.
We're under attack! I'm looking right at her!
What a relief.
What a relief!
The camps have been dealt with. Now to the Ring of Metal. Its high walls protect the enemy. We'll have to scale the height. Under fire if we're detected.
I have another idea. Their base has a weakness. Send me in alone, and I'll exploit it. If I'm successful, I'll blow a hole in those walls big enough for the entire war party to charge through.
Sounds like a plan. So long as I get to come with you.
A war chief should be grateful for 2 arrows so eager to spring from the bow. Yes, 𝗚𝗺𝗚. Go with Aloy as her spearmate, but be vigilant.
Yes, War Chief. I will.
Go now. We wait on your signal.
You do have a plan, right?
You followed me this far, even into the ruins. I thought you trusted me.
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, 𝗚𝗺𝗚. You'll know soon enough. Up you go.
Take my hand.
I once nearly lost an arm to a machine.
Take the one on the right.
They will win us back to front. Never complain about short rations or a dry throat.
Here, the girl! Shadow take you!
I see something.
There. See that covered shelter?
Do you see those corruptors?
Focus, 𝗚𝗺𝗏. That shelter is full of blaze, a whole stockpile of it. If I set it off, the explosion will destroy those corruptors and collapse the wall too.
A breach for the 𝗚RA to charge through. Can't hit it from here, though. We'll need to get closer.
I'll get closer. You head back, tell Sona the plan, and lead them to that side of the ring.
I'll see it done. And when the wall collapses, I'll be first through the breach.
Now all I have to do is make it all happen. If I can do this quietly, it'll be a lot easier. Blaze and shoot it.
Intruder!
Spotted. I need to get to that blaze fast.
Try to run!
We're dead too if you don't fight.
I need to set off that blaze before it's too late. I should be able to hit the blaze from here.
I'll take you down. Get ready for this.
Got you alive. Show no mercy.
An easy shot.
All-Mother, look upon our victory. A debt of blood is paid. Remember this day, brave 𝗚RA.
From your lips to the goddess's ears. Yes, remember it. Be ready to leave this place. Let your spears and arrows rest in the bodies of the fallen. They are tainted, like these ruins.
Got too much already. Can't be too... Being able to override you would help. Now we're running. Oh! get it while I can. God, I found this. Blew that up later. I must be closing in on the signal. Head. The killers. What are they doing here? It looks like they're trying to capture the 𝗏𝗺𝗃.
Only one way out. I apostate. Shadow guide me. Die, apostate!
You can see them. They can't see. This should be a good spot for jumping onto the tall neck. Made it. Now to climb up to its head.
You were sent by the sun. Thank you. Thank you, Savage. Get behind me. By the sun, please help me! You plucked me from death's grasp. Thank you.
The Karja are victorious again.
Here we go! I can get out of this.
Tell you what I like. The sound of a hammer on steel.
This must be Pitchcliff. Murad's agent should be at the marketplace by now.
You can tell Ursa's death is tough for him. He's trying to hold it together. If your purse is heavier in the evening than it was in the morning, you've had a good day.
I think I'm in the clear.
No sign of Murad's guy? He's had plenty of time to investigate.
We'd better look for him.
Damn right.
Dawn breaking. Every time's different. Well, someone left here recently, and they were in a hurry. More tracks. I think someone followed whoever we're following.
That sounds bad. Has to be Murad's guy. Dervahl's thugs must have made him.
Maybe because he found something. Look at this. I think he drew a map with his own blood.
Right. Those kind of maps you know you better follow.
That might be Pitchcliff. He marked a spot to the north. Could be Dervahl's location.
My men are waiting outside of town. I'll grab them and meet you there.
Well, here I am. machines. Looks like they've been chained up.
𝗚𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀's a tinker. He probably experiments on them or strips them for parts.
Maybe I can use them to make some trouble. I'll go in first. Hold off until the fighting starts.
All right, we've got your back.
More than 𝗚𝗺𝗀𝗀's men. It's about to get ugly.
I hope so.
Do it! That'll help you.
This one will take you down. Missed. Shoot you with my eyes closed. Won't be long now. Bloody route.
They're leaving.
Where?
She's coming for us.
She's around here somewhere. Let's find her.
𝗚𝗺𝗀𝗀 says you gotta eat dirt.
So they woke up.
Look for an opening, then take them down!
there. We have to get through.
They must use these to protect themselves from that awful sound.
Ursa!
Erend? Ď'Rval tried to break me. Shows what he knows.
I should have been with you. Why didn't you come for me? I know I'm a useless trunk, but...
No, idiot. I got a message from Ď'Rval saying he wanted to parlay. I didn't come for you because I knew it was a trap. I couldn't let you get hurt. Just didn't think it'd be that good a trap. Thought I could take him out. Now listen. Ď'Rval's planning something big in Meridian. He said he'd force Avad to watch as the smoke darkens their precious sun. Your king needs you. No more playing around. You're gonna have to grow up fast.
I will. I promise.
You damn well better, little brother.
Ursa. No, please. I won't let you down. I promise.
Erend, I'm so sorry.
We've got to find Ď'Rval. But Meridian's a big place.
I'll look through his things. Maybe we can narrow it down. Just notes about crafting. And a letter tucked between the pages. Lots of blaze. Headed to Meridian. If we find it, I'll bet we find Ď'Rval too. I think I found something that can help. Let's head back to the palace.
Go. I won't be long, but I need to tend to my sister.
I'd like an opportunity to share a drink
You'll
with
like
Aaron.
what I have for sale, I promise. Fine goods for a fair price.
Still can't find what I want.
We put Avad on the...
Some 𝗚𝗺𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗚 girl applied to the city guard the other day. Amazing.
And alert.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about 𝗚RSA. To learn she lives, then lose that hope seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find 𝗚Rval. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to 𝗚Rval. The name was 𝗚𝗚𝗺𝗏𝗛. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The 𝗚SRAM have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. Used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If 𝗚Rval used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates 𝗚Rval more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Erend didn't wish to dwell on the details of 𝗚RSA's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She wasn't worried about her pain. She was worried about her brother. And she was worried about you.
Thank you, Aloy. I suppose I needed to know I was as much on her mind as she is on mine. Find 𝗚Rval and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
We all have our place in the order of things. The God's King. Far cry from those days.
The longer we stay here, the more it'll feel like
This is the place. You home, 𝗚Rval? I got a surprise for you.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off. Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what 𝗚Rval promised. Smoke will darken the sun, as the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make Avad watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Boot tracks. With just a bit of blaze in them.
By the 𝗏𝗚𝗀𝗀 shadow?
Able-bodied adventurers!
Hurry up!
Preferably
Get to
with
the
no
fire and
friends or
shut up a
family.
bucket line!
But I'm not choosy.
These aren't good.
Fine goods for a fair price.
What happened?
Haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
Let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa. Are we under attack?
The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts. This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through. Dervahl did find a way into the palace. Dervahl.
Wish I could be.
About to get loud.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗀𝗃 burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner! What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad.
We're under attack!
Can we finish this? I've got to kill.
You're in! Yours! How you like that?
It's not over yet, Nora. Any good 𝗚𝗺𝗶𝗴𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 will tell you. Always have a third plan. Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more on the way.
As much as I wish 𝗚𝗺𝗀 was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Erend, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for 𝗚𝗺𝗀𝗃's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Were you and Ursa, you know?
I suppose it's obvious how I feel, how I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the 𝗏𝗏𝗀 and 𝗚𝗺𝗺 in Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an 𝗚𝗺𝗺 warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. 𝗏𝗏𝗏. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it. My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some 𝗚𝗺𝗺 devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
Well, I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You're strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
Thank you for the offer, but I don't think either you or I are ready for that. At least, not yet. I've got a long way to go before I find what I'm looking for, and it's gonna take me far from Meridian.
Of course. I didn't mean to presume. You are your own woman, just as Ursa was. But please, remember that you're always welcome here. I hope that today is just a sunrise for us, not a goodbye.
It's time for me to go.
Of course. I hope you find what you're after, Aloy. And if need be, I will come to your aid. As sure as the sun's rising.
Off courting that noble. Hope you're well.
Better wares.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
You'll like what I have for sale. I promise.
Speak for yourself.
Cease the ceasefire.
Come to gloat, Nora. Well, as you can see, I'm busy.
It won't do it all.
Let's have a chat. No,
Don't ask me
a colorful discussion.
I'm a guard, not the town crier.
We all have our place in the order of things.
Aloy. I was just thinking about 𝗚𝗚𝗀𝗃. She would have killed 𝗚𝗚𝗃 on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with 𝗚𝗏𝗏.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
So, after all this, what's next for errand vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay 𝗚𝗚𝗃 to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
What do you think the 𝗚𝗺𝗻 will do to 𝗚𝗏𝗃?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
Well?
I know. You gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master, all before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. And now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even 2.
2? Huh. Well, she likes me.
A fork. This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in.